Sup, Catalina? I just got home, but you're, not here?
Hey, Xavier. Me and Gianna just went out for Italian.
Oh, I see.
It feels like forever since I went out for food with my daughter, so we're gonna relax and enjoy it. We won't be rushing back.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. You better take a bath before you go trudging your dirt all over my clean carpets and upholstery. The house always gets filthy because you're such a grubby, stinky mess when you get off work. I was scorching hot today. I bet you're sweating like a pedophile in a nursery, aren't you?
It was a hot one. Definitely sweatier than usual.
I knew it. I bet you stink. You can't go walking around the house like that. It's dirty. Hurry up and take a shower. You better not drip sweat in the hallway.
Okay, I'll take one now.
Don't put your laundry in with mine and Gianna's either. Your stinky germs will get all over our nice clothes. You can wash your things yourself by hand in the sink. Do it tonight, please. It grosses Gianna out too. She says she doesn't want herself being washed in the same load as yours anymore.
Jeez, Catalina, would you guys give me a break already? All I did was come home from work.
She's a high school student. What do you expect? They're all like that at her age. You must insist on being a grimy hobo. It's only natural she's gonna hate you.
How am I a grimy Look, I shower every day when I get back from work. Cleanliness is important to me. There are a bunch of women at my workplace. The last thing I want to do is gross anyone out. Believe it or not, I'm really sensitive to that kind of thing. Plus, I use quality deodorants and wear cologne. I'm still human, though. What do you expect me to do about sweating when it's this hot outside?
How can you sweat that much working at City Hall? You're hardly a manual laborer. Your stinkiness defies logic. You're just a rank and file office worker for crying out loud.
I had to do an inspection today, so I spent all day outside. Obviously, I'm gonna sweat.
Why would they have you out for an inspection on day this hot? That's a violation of your human rights.
My human rights are totally unviolated. It's fine. This one's been scheduled for a while. I had to go inspect a new facility that they're building. It's still under construction, so I spent most of the day outside under the scorching sun. It's been a while since I sweat that much. I was out there for hours. It was kind of tough, actually.
You really drew the short straw when you decided to become a civil servant. Why couldn't you have worked harder in school? Meh, it might be a loser job, but I guess I should be pleased with you. Even managed to get that considering you have an IQ of 50.
I think my IQ is probably higher than that. I might not be rich, but it's stable, and things aren't too demanding most days.
It's for losers. You get tossed around by the whims of the government while acting as a punching bag for a public that sees you as a bunch of lazy freeloaders. You basically get spit roasted for barely over minimum wage.
Wow, it's quite the perspective you've got there. I'm not gonna lie, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We have to deal with a lot of claims.
How do you think Gianna feels about her dad being some loser City Hall bureaucrat? Yeah, well, my dad has the most boring job of all time. Hardly something she can tell her friends, and her head held high, is it? Hopefully, she bags herself a guy more with a little more oomph than you.
I'll have you know I have a lot of oomph. I work very vigorously.
You're a boring old fart with smaller testicles than my grandma. Every girl loves a maverick who takes risks to bring home the bacon. But you? Where's your boldness? Your drive? You're about exciting as a moldy lettuce. Hopefully Gianna ends up marrying a high-energy, high-spec, high-prospect guy from an exciting venture startup or something stable that just doesn't cut it anymore in this day and age. Now is the time for big ballsy moves, for risk and excitement.
I guess the world is changing, and I'd be lying if I said you were completely wrong. But having a stable income is still important.
If Gianna prioritizes stability over drive in a man, she'll end up marrying a boring loser like you. I can't think of a worse fate. I'm living proof of that.
You think I'm boring? Gotta admit, Catalina, that hurts.
Yeah, the truth has a tendency to feel that way. You barely make any money. You're just a lowly City Hall worker with no dreams or ambitions.
Times have changed, huh? There was a day when civil servants were looked up to and admired.
This just isn't me saying this, you know. Gianna herself said the last guy she wants to marry is one like you.
Makes me really sad to hear that. I'm doing my best for you guys in my own way. It might not be flashy or glamorous, but I'm really trying here.
Whoa! Want a medal? It's your job to work hard so we can afford nice things. What do you think men are for? Make you sure you clean the tub out after your shower. Gianna says she never wants to go within a 10-mile radius of the bathroom after you're done in there.
Understood. What should I do about dinner? Do we have anything in?
There are some cup noodles in the cupboard.
Is that all?
There are yogurts in the fridge. Use your damn brain and figure something out with what we have. You better not eat that meat in there. That's for Gianna's lunchbox tomorrow.
Okay, guess I'll have cup noodles and a yogurt then. What time will you guys be heading back?
Probably sometime around 9. I don't know yet.
Gianna has school tomorrow, so try not to be too late. Enjoy your meal. Hey, I just got back from work. Are you and Gianna eating out again? Wait a sec, did you do a big clean at home? Where did all our stuff go?
Welcome home, Xavier. This might come as a surprise, but me and Gianna won't be coming home again.
What? Excuse me, is my phone bugging out? Did you just say you're not coming home?
Yes, that's exactly what I said, as in we're leaving you.
You're leaving me? Why? Did I do something wrong?
I can't go on like this. That's why me and your daughter are leaving.
Where the hell did this come from? Were you unhappy? Did I do something to upset you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you did. We're your family, but you don't seem to care about us one bit. Go on, admit it. I'm right, aren't I? You can care less about me or your daughter.
No way, I care about you guys more than anything. You're my world. Can you please tell me where this is coming from? Do you have any idea how hard I work for you two?
Yeah, and that's all you do. You spend all your time at City Hall thinking you're king of the pencil pushers while me and your daughter hardly get a look in. I may as well be a single mother. Answer me this. Do you spend any time with us on your days off?
Yeah, sometimes I even take you on holiday. What the hell? This is unfair and you know it.
3 holidays a year? Whoa, well done, Xavier. You're the best dad of all time. Give me a break.
Sure, it's not like we go out to eat all the time or anything, but the only reason I stopped inviting you guys out to stuff is because you kind of seem to hate me lately. I figured if I was just going to annoy you both, I should just keep my distance. It's not like you don't get to eat out. You guys seem to be at a different restaurant every night these days.
The only reason we stopped letting you hang out with us is because you've been acting like such a jerk.
No way. I haven't changed at all. You guys are the ones who are acting different. Come to think of it, something's been off ever since I got back from that short-term work transfer up in Seattle. I was only gone for a month, but when I got back it was like you hated me all of a sudden. You've been distant and blunt with me ever since. I don't even remember the last time we spoke in real life. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I do my best to make sure you guys never want for anything. It's not like I asked for a lot in return, but would it really kill you to be nice to me?
Pitiful. I was hoping you'd admit your wrongdoing, but you're obviously intent on shifting all the blame onto me and your 16-year-old daughter. You sicken me. You don't do your job as a husband, and you don't do your job as a dad. You're 100% at fault here. We'll never forgive you for this.
Catalina, will you just slow down a sec? You're clearly unhappy with how things have been between us, I get that. But don't you think that taking all your stuff and disappearing out the blue is a tad extreme? Why can't we just talk this through?
Talk? We did this because we didn't think you'd be willing to talk to us. Do you have any idea how long I've been putting up with your crap? Do you have any idea how long I've been holding my tongue? What am I saying? You probably don't have a clue. There's only so much of that a person can take. When you keep things bottled up, they end up exploding eventually. Now you're dealing with the fallout of ignoring me for so long.
We could have talked things over if you'd have told me. This is ridiculous. You're not even letting me have a say.
Anyway, there's nothing left for us to discuss now. Divorce is the only option. I hope you're ready to shell out for all the compensation and child support you're gonna owe me.
Wait a sec, what? I get the child support, but why would I pay you compensation?
Because the divorce is your fault. It's only right you should pay for your mistakes.
Get it if I cheated on you or something, but I didn't, and I haven't done anything that would warrant me paying compensation. You can't take me to court because you're unhappy. You think all these baseless claims you're making against me make me a bad person. I did nothing wrong.
You don't get to make that decision. You put me and your daughter through a world of stress and emotional pain. Just because you did it without noticing doesn't mean we suffered any less.
You were stressed. How do you think I felt? Do you think I enjoyed being treated like dirt by my own family? I've seen people treat cockroaches with more humanity than you showed me. I felt like the odd man out in my own home. You never showed me an ounce of gratitude, even when I came home drenched in sweat after breaking my balls all day at the office to put food on the table. Quite the opposite. You told me I stunk, mocked me for being dirty, called me a hobo. My phone contract probably isn't even big enough to fit all the disdainful crap you sent to me in a message. The only one who's been putting up with anything here is me.
Boo-hoo! You can give the sob story a rest now. I think I'm gonna vomit. If you refuse to do this the easy way, then I'm prepared to take drastic measures to get my money. Make no mistake, me and you are now enemies.
Whatever, we at least need to talk first. How can we divorce without talking things through even once?
Good God, Xavier, how selfish can you be? You can see how badly I want out, but you still won't accept the divorce? Is it any wonder me or your daughter don't love you anymore?
Xavier, what on earth do you think you're doing, young man? I heard from my daughter and granddaughter what you've been doing to them. This stops now. Hi, Bartolo. Long time no see. You seem pretty mad. Of course I'm mad after what you did. You hurt my poor Catalina and Gianna. Not only that, but I hear you refused to pay compensation and child support. So that's why you're messaging me. How can you be so heartless? This is your family we're talking about here. You refuse to treat your family with the love they deserve. Divorce my daughter at once. If you don't do what I'll say, I'll have no choice but to unleash the big guns, you son of a bitch. Understood. Okay, I'll divorce her right away. What did you just say? You've done nothing but stubbornly refuse this whole time, and now you're suddenly on board with the idea. Who am I to disobey my father-in-law? I want to make one thing clear here. I will agree to the divorce, but I am not paying a cent of compensation or child support. My God, the insolence. I've never met such a disrespectful young man in my life. Take responsibility for what you've done, coward. Why should I have to pay compensation in the first place? Because you're the one who caused the divorce, you arrogant son of a bitch. Aha, right, here we go again. I'm guessing Catalina's been filling your head with lies. I thought long and hard about all the stuff she said to me. But no matter how I look at it, there's no possible reason I should have to pay compensation. Don't bullshit me, boy. You hurt my daughter and you'll pay. Go on, tell me what she told you. That should be good. She said you neglected your duties as a husband and father. You're always out drinking with your buddies from work and abandoned the two of them to fend for themselves. Then she said when she begged you to spend more time around the house, you shut her down and started mocking her for being clingy and obsessive. I see. So that's the line she's going with. There's just one tiny problem. It's all lies. I guess it's only normal you're mad if your daughter told you that. You know what? I don't even blame you. You probably think she's a decent, honest person. You're suggesting she's not? How dare you? My lovely Catalina wouldn't lie. Let me break things down for you. 1, I don't drink, so I never go out drinking with my buddies. 2, when I get off work, I go straight home, no exceptions. Lies. You're a raging alcoholic. You have problems and you need help, Xavier. My doctor told me I had some liver issues 3 years ago, and I haven't touched a bottle ever since. I do everything I can for my family. I take them both on holiday at least 3 times a year, sometimes more. More lies. My daughter told me you haven't taken her on holiday in 5 years. I have photos from our last one in the Maldives. Want to see? There is something to what you're saying, but not in the way that you think. To tell you the truth, we don't spend much time as a family anymore. I can't even remember the last time we ate out together. Catalina and Gianna seem to be at a different restaurant every night, but I'm never invited. I knew it. You're neglecting them, just like she told me. Wrong. I'm the one being neglected. They basically kicked me out of the family. They barely ever speak to me, and I literally never get invited to anything. If anyone's getting compensation, it should be me. What are you talking about? I work my damn butt off to put food on the table for those two, just like I always have. With Catalina being a stay-at-home housewife and Gianna being in high school, we wouldn't be able to eat or have a roof over our heads if not for all the hours I work. So what, that's your job as the man of the house? It's hardly something to go around bragging about. You know what? I couldn't agree more. But she constantly mocks me for being a public servant because I work at City Hall. She says it's a boring, loser job. Not only her, but Gianna too. Not a day goes by where I don't get some kind of abuse for being an ambitionless loser. When I get home, exhausted after a long day at the office, I'm ordered to take a shower for being a stinky hobo. They never invite me out to eat, despite me being the one footing the bill. I have to make myself cup noodles, despite working full-time and Catalina being a stay-at-home housewife. What is all this? Her version of events is nothing like what my daughter told me. Yeah, because she's giving you a version that suits her in order to manipulate you into doing her bidding. I gave everything I had to make sure my wife and daughter had everything they wanted and needed, and what do I get in return? Divorce. To add insult to injury, she's demanding compensation too. Well, surely that's just because you weren't doing your job. But let's say, for argument's sake, I wasn't. Don't you think it's strange how she's in such a rush to end things after one-sidedly heaping all the blame on me? We haven't even talked things through, and yet we're already at the divorce stage. I asked her countless times to try talking things over with me, but she wouldn't give me the time of day. Then, before I knew it, her and Gianna had left the house. I guess you must be taking turns, because now apparently it's your turn to go on the assault. How do you think all this makes me feel? Do you still think I'm the bad guy? After hearing everything I just said? Talk is cheap, can you prove it? There is someone who has my back. She said she's willing to speak out for me because she hates the way I'm being put on trial. It's Lisa, Catalina's friend. You know her, right? Lisa? Yes, her and my daughter grew up together. Why would she of all people have your back? She told me Catalina told her the truth about what's actually going on. She told me everything. Apparently the plan was to paint me as the villain so she could pin the fault for the divorce on me and extract as much compensation out of me as possible. Unfortunately for Catalina, Lisa was disgusted with what she was doing and felt awful about what I was going through. That's why she agreed to stand up for me. You and Lisa were in contact. I had her number because she used to come over to the house to see Catalina all the time. I was so confused when Catalina and Gianna pulled their disappearing act. I figured I had nothing to lose by messaging her friends to see if I couldn't get to the bottom of what was going on. That's when she told me about her scheme to paint me as the bad guy. She told me, knowing full well it would probably destroy their friendship, and I'm super grateful for that. Good grief. What on earth is going on here? That's not all. Lisa told me something else, and I want you to listen to what I'm about to say very carefully.
Daddy, listen to this. That scumbag husband of mine isn't even replying to my messages anymore. I bet he's escaping because he's too scared to deal with his problems head on. Don't you think it's pathetic, Daddy? How he's running away with his tail between his legs like this? What a coward!
Shut your mouth, you stupid little girl. How dare you play the saint while trying to paint your poor husband as the villain? The only pathetic coward here is you.
Huh? Daddy, what the hell? Why are you flipping out at me?
Because this was all nothing but one big scheme from start to finish. Xavier was the one being mistreated all along. You worked him to the bone, lived the good life on his dime, manipulated him, treated him like your own personal ATM, and if none of that was bad enough, tossed him aside like a piece of trash when you were done. Then to top it all off, you tried milking him for compensation and deceived your entire family in the process. Your cruel inhumanity is only rivaled by your insatiable greed. You disgust me.
Oh my god, Daddy, stop it! Just wait a second. What the hell's gotten into you? Why are you on his side all of a sudden?
Drop the act, Catalina. Lisa told me everything. You tricked me. You made up a pack of vicious lies to try and pin the blame for everything on Xavier.
Lisa? Lisa told you all this?
She just came over to the house and told me everything. This was all your wicked scheme from the beginning.
No! You've got this all wrong. Please, can you just calm down, Daddy? You know I wouldn't do anything like this. It's not true. You know me. Lisa's lying.
I thought I knew you. Now, I feel like you're a stranger. I'll never believe another word you say. I'll never have your back again for the rest of my days.
Daddy, it's not true. Lisa and Xavier are in this together. They're conspiring to bring me down, I swear.
You can't worm your way out of this one, so you may as well just give up. Your dad's very disappointed with you, Catalina. He says he has nothing more to say to you. Now, first things first, how about me and you finally have that chat?
Xavier, is that you?
Yes.
How long did you get Lisa to tell you? No way did you threaten my best friend?
Get real. She told me of her own free will.
She did what now?
She said it was playing on her conscience and she felt awful. She told me everything, fully prepared to break things off with you.
Gah! Who the hell do you think you are? You meddling jerk! You've dragged my dad into it? You will pay for this!
What else was I supposed to do? What you were doing to me was horrible. Did you expect me to take it all lying down? No matter which way you look at it, the only one who should be paying anyone compensation here is you. You were cheating on me, weren't you?
So Lisa told you about that too? That bitch!
I hear Loverboy's the CEO of an up-and-coming new venture startup. At least now I know why I seem so boring to you all of a sudden.
Yes, he is! Unlike you, he has dreams and ambitions. Unlike you, he makes me feel alive. He's so rich he drives a Bugatti. He moves more money in a week than you could make in your entire life. Gianna's smitten with him too. She even started calling him dad. She said she doesn't need you anymore. As soon as the divorce is over, me and him are getting married.
Do as you please. I'd rather drag my balls through a mile of broken glass than stay married to you for another second. Let me give you a warning, for old time's sake. It's very rare for a company to make it to the 5-year mark, let alone survive for a whole 10. You should be aware of the possibility that he might not always be the rich, successful wave maker you fell for. And if he does go through a fall from grace, I hope you'll be there to support him at the other end.
What is this crap? Talk about being a sore loser. You're clearly only saying that because you're jealous. Geez, Xavier, I knew you were a crusty, boring old fart, but I had no idea you were this much of a cringe lord. I knew divorcing you was the right thing to do.
I never ran a company myself, but I have a lot more life experience than you, which means I know a lot better than you how hard it can be to keep a company afloat, especially with the economy being how it is these days. Lisa told me the name of the company. I can't deny it, it does look like things are going well right now.
Ha! So you do know he's a winner.
Problem is, when I looked at the line of business he's in, his company didn't seem to offer, well, anything that made him stand out from the dozens, if not hundreds, of competitor companies doing the exact same thing. It's a general rule that if a company doesn't bring something new to the table, they go bust within a couple of years.
How the hell would a crusty old City Hall pencil pusher like you know that?
Oh, you're right. What do I know? Besides, what do I care what happens to your lover's company? Guess I'm just worried you might not be able to pay me the huge amount of compensation you're going to owe if things do go south for him.
Don't worry about that. He'll pay it for me, no problem. He's so rich, I doubt he'll even feel it.
Oh, I'm glad you finally found the man of your dreams. Just remember the price you had to pay to get him.
The price I had to pay? I haven't lost anything. I'm only set to gain from this. I don't know what you mean.
You lost your dad and your best friend. They both said they want you out of their lives.
Like I care. Why would I want a pair of traitorous backstabbers like them in my life? They can do what the hell they want. I'm done with them.
What are you talking about? They're the ones who are done with you. No matter what happens to you, they won't be there to help.
So what? Do you think I care? I'm about to marry a CEO, you moron. Why would I need their help?
I see. Clearly too selfish and arrogant to reflect on your behavior or apologize. And something tells me you're going to have to learn a few lessons the hard way. Don't expect a lifeboat if you hit an iceberg, because your rescue team just disowned you. Enjoy your thrilling new married life with Action Man. There were obviously no objections from either party, so the divorce was as smooth as could be. I got a hefty sum in compensation from both Catalina and Loverboy, and it was determined that I won't have to pay any child support. My quality of life increased massively after getting rid of my scheming wife and hateful daughter, and I'm currently enjoying the hell out of being free and single. I forgot how good life can be when you're not being abused or shouted at 24/7. I read in the newspaper a few months later that Catalina's new husband's company went bust. To tell you the truth, I knew the bankruptcy was a foregone conclusion when I looked into the company around the time of the divorce, but I thought I might seem bitter if I told her exactly how screwed they both were, so I was intentionally vague. Still, I did warn her. If only she had listened. Last I heard, her debt-ridden husband was forcing her and my daughter to work in a strip club to keep on top of his loan repayments. It would appear he's just as much of a waste of space as my ex-wife. Truly, they're a match made in heaven. I'm still Gianna's dad, and when I heard about what was going on, I gave her a call, determined to rescue her from the hell she now found herself in. In a sense, my daughter was a victim from the very beginning. It's only natural that if you're constantly told what a worthless loser your dad is while growing up, part of you might start to believe it. Which is why, unlike her mother, I couldn't bring myself to give up on her. As she got older and began standing on her own 2 feet, she must have gradually realised how toxic and twisted her mum actually is. Because one day she showed up on my doorstep in floods of tears, apologising profusely and begging for forgiveness. I forgave her in a heartbeat and took her in to live with me. Now we live together, just the two of us in a small place by the seaside, and well, we couldn't be happier. Ever since moving in with me, she started helping out around the house with things like dishes and laundry. And I think that as she grows up, she's finally coming to understand how tough life can actually be. You know, it's funny. It's almost like we became best friends without even realising it. She's so kind and loving now. It's hard to believe she was so hostile towards me back then. And something tells me that finally being away from her toxic mum is having a healing effect. She's finally becoming the person that she was always meant to be. As for my ex-wife, who's now working several jobs day and night alongside her debt-ridden ex-high-flying husband to keep on top of their eye-watering loan repayments, I suspect she probably wants out. A friend of a friend told me she stupidly agreed to take on some of his debt in her name, which means divorce is no longer an option, and their fates of a slow, painful descent into hell are now tied. She must have reached breaking point, because me, Lisa, and her entire family got a slew of desperate 2 a.m. messages pleading for help the other day. Sadly for her, she'd already burned all her bridges, which means her cries for help were ignored across the board. I got a bunch of messages begging me to take her back. Let's live together as a family again, baby. Just me, you, and Gianna. Can you guess my response? Yeah, ignored. Her desperation soon turned to resentment, and her true colours bubbled up to the surface again when she started attacking me for only helping Gianna. Something tells me she finally understands the price she paid to bag her soon-to-be bankrupt husband back then. It's hard to feel sorry for her, though. She mocked and looked down on people who prioritized a stable income over a life of daredevil risk-taking. It just so happens that her life couldn't be any more unstable right now. I'm so happy she got what she wanted.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey Jerome, I'm not feeling too good today. Do you think it'd be best if I went to the hospital for this?
You're not feeling well? I'm sorry to hear that. What's hurting or not feeling right?
For some reason, I've been feeling pretty weak. I've had days where I feel sleepy, and I just don't have it in me to do anything. At first I thought it was just to the atmospheric pressure changes and such, but I don't think it has anything to do with that anymore. If it were that, I'd at least still have a migraine right now and everything, but now it's just a normal headache.
You're carrying a baby right now, so there'll be times where you feel fatigued. Make sure you eat a balanced meal enough for the two of you.
But I've had pretty bad headaches as well. That's not going away. I'm just worried this could all be affecting the baby in some way. What do you think I should do, Jerome?
Well, for starters, try sleeping a bit more. I've noticed that you stay up pretty late watching TV, so maybe you should just sleep in a bit.
I've been sleeping a lot, though. I know that at times I'm awake later than you, but I make sure to at least stay in bed until around 9 or 10 in the morning.
Also, even though you're pregnant, you still act as though you can do whatever you want to yourself. I think that your body is a lot weaker by just having to carry another human. So maybe just stay home more often, instead of overdoing it by always being up and moving around.
But I'm not overdoing it. And when I go out, I make sure to wear enough clothes to keep myself warm so that I won't catch anything like a cold. I may be in a skirt sometimes, but I make sure to wear thick leggings underneath.
But I'm saying that just by being pregnant, your body will make you have to care for it more. Perhaps you should be taking things slower and keeping yourself very wrapped up. Even think about starting to drink warm water in the morning. Get your system to start up a bit better and be ready for the day.
But I don't feel cold when I'm up and moving. I've always felt hot even when I'm not carrying a baby, so I'd like to at least cool off a little.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be doing that. Maybe that's what's causing you to feel bad. Maybe it's better that for the time being, you stay home and stop going out when it's cold. If you don't take care of yourself enough while pregnant, you're gonna keep feeling sick.
But I've been watching myself. I've been sleeping in as much as I can. I've been eating pretty well, and I've gotten staying warm while I go out and about. Why do you seem to not understand me, Jerome?
It's not that I don't understand you, but I'm just very busy with work right now and don't have the time to sit here going through every small thing that could be making you feel bad.
Are you kidding me? I just wanted to let you know that I'm not doing too well, and whether I should go to the doctors or not. Why would you say that you don't have time to answer that one thing for me?
Well, if you really do feel bad enough, then go to the hospital and get it checked out. It's not like our insurance is gonna go up when you've seen the doctors once, will it? I just wanted to make sure you actually felt that bad, though, before making such a big deal out of it. And you're an adult, too, so don't even feel that you have to ask me if you should go or not. If you don't feel good enough and are worried, just go.
Jerome, recently you've been a bit harsh to me. Before you used to be so kind to me, yet now you seem to always be stressed about anything I do. What happened?
Well, let me think.
Hey, come on, tell me. Did I do something wrong? If I did anything to upset you recently, I want to know about it so that I can apologize to you. I hate having to sit and wait around, not knowing what's going on because you're too selfish and upset to tell me.
You just asking that is a bit of a pain.
Huh? Why though? I have no idea what you want. Tell me what's going on with you. Don't just sit there acting like an upset child. You already know that me carrying a baby is messing up my hormones, so you should try to understand that I can't control my emotions well enough anymore.
I don't want to talk anymore. I'm getting pissed off just reading these texts from you.
Do you think you could at least come with me to the hospital? I don't want to have to leave all by myself right now.
Why would I go? Go there by yourself. You're able to get yourself out of the house all the time, so why is the hospital any different?
Are you not worried about my health at all? Are you not even worried about your baby's health right now? Aren't you being a jerk right now?
I'm not gonna say it again.
Why are you acting like this toward me right now, Jerome? Don't you see that the baby inside me right now is mine and yours? You're acting like it's not even your problem anymore.
You think so? Say whatever you want, I guess. I don't have time for you to make a choice.
We're going to become parents very soon. We're going to have to work together to make sure we raise our baby properly. So if you have something that's bothering you right now, you have to tell me so that we can make things right. If things keep going the way they are now between us, I'll feel so bad for the baby.
You want to make things right? I don't think you're hearing what I have to say about you will make things right.
Well, I do. How about today, when you get home, we discuss all of this in person? I want to make a time for us to just sit down and chat about this. And I promise that no matter what you tell me, I'll remain calm and work on making things better for our future.
I'm not gonna be home until later tonight, so that won't work.
But recently you've always been coming home late night.
I'm working overtime.
Are you sure that you're actually working though? You seemed a bit strange lately. I don't know. It's just like you're not the fun and vibrant Jerome I married.
Think whatever you'd like about me. Either way, I'm busy right now, so you go run off to the hospital on your own.
But I want you to come with me. Are you really just going to leave me with a cold shoulder?
You're being rude by constantly texting me when I have a lot of work to get done.
You're being the worst. And to think that I've been wanting to make a warm family for our baby when they come. Why the heck has this happened? I never once tried to hurt you so badly that you'd act this way towards me. After going to the hospital to get tested, I've been told that I needed to be admitted. They said for a little while, I'll have to remain here so that they can run even more tests and to watch and make sure that the baby remains okay. I knew that there was something bad going on with my body. Why couldn't you have just listened to me about it? That's it?
Well, just take things easy, I guess. At least you're at the hospital now, so that's a load off my back.
Well, you could at least be a bit more worried about me. Acting like you're fine with what's happening is wrong. Why do you think it's okay to be careless with me?
Why would I still need to worry about you? Is what's going on with you right now gonna kill you? Because if it is, then that's another thing, and I might think about coming.
I don't think it's bad right now, but they are saying that they need me to stay in the hospital to keep their eyes on me. So that means I'm not doing as okay as you think, especially when all the tests haven't been done yet.
But I think you being in their hands now is a whole lot better. So is there a reason for me to still be worried about you? You have specialists right there with you that can worry for you. And if something serious does happen, they'll call me and let me know if it's worth worrying about as well.
But if your wife's in the hospital, isn't it normal for you to come in and see her at least once? And I'm also pregnant at the moment with our baby, Jerome. Don't you feel anything at all for either one of us?
Well, I suppose you could say we aren't just any old couple though, Nancy.
What? They're saying I have to be here for 3 days. Are you going to come and see me at all?
I will not.
What? So you're not even going to come in and see me? I won't be home for 3 days, Jerome.
It's just 3 days, Jesus. You can make it 3 days by yourself, right?
Come on, Jerome. There's no way you can have that kind of horrifying attitude about me.
Me going to the hospital to see you won't change anything, right? I'm not even a doctor or anything.
Who cares whether you are or not? That's not the problem at hand right now. Do you even love me anymore?
I wonder about that. Well, if I had to be blunt, I'd have to say that I don't really know anymore.
Are you kidding me? Now I'm pissed. I'm going to talk with my mom about how laid back you're acting about this.
Do whatever you'd like, Nancy. I'm sure even she won't be that upset.
You think so, huh? My mom is not only really scary, but she also makes sure you understand when you're wrong. You better be ready when she comes for you. And I won't promise that I'll be behind you to calm her down.
I heard all about you from my daughter. What the hell are you trying to do right now?
Hello, Miranda. What all exactly did my wife end up telling you?
She is crying right now. She told me that you're being a jerk and that you won't even come to see her in the hospital.
She's even crying now. She really has gone throwing a fit about all of this.
You're the one that made her start to cry, you idiot. I feel really bad for her right now. You better get your butt to the hospital right now and see her.
No, thank you.
Jerome, you'd better quit all this messing around bullcrap right now. If you can't take this serious, then I'm going to question your ability to be my daughter's husband and her baby's father.
Well, then I'll just leave the two of them.
I don't even want to understand what you just said.
I'm saying if you don't like me here, then I'll be okay with divorcing her. Then I'll no longer have to impress you as her husband, right?
What is wrong with you, Jerome? This can't possibly mean that you're doing something sly behind our backs, right? I've heard all about you over the past few weeks from Nancy. She says that you've been staying out late for work every day.
Do you think that I'm cheating on her? Please don't say such needless crap.
Then why have you changed all of a sudden and started treating my daughter like crap? Does this mean you have yourself a new lady friend that you've been spending time with?
The other way around. The other way! I'm not the one that's been sly behind my back. The one doing that would be your daughter. And on top of that, she was able to keep it all a secret from you as well.
What the hell are you talking about? Don't try and push all the blame onto Nancy now.
I have a very good reason for never coming home early from work anymore, and I have someone that can cover for me.
Someone to cover for you?
I'll let you know something about her. Your daughter goes out quite a lot. Normally, I wouldn't question where my wife is going all the time, but
That's just her going out to hang with her friends and such.
then why would I have someone to cover for me on that? Do you really think your daughter has enough people to go out with and to always have dinner with all the time?
What are you trying to say?
Last month, your daughter and her friend went to a spa together. Do you know about that?
I know she went out, yes. She was with one of her friends that she made in high school, right?
And that's the thing. She should have gone with that friend to the spa and all. But that friend is in Europe right now, and they haven't been in the US for the past 3 months.
Huh?
Also, ever since your daughter became pregnant, she's been going out more than before. When I'm at work or gonna get tasks done, she will sneak out. Don't you find that a little strange?
How would you know that she's going out all the time when you're not home?
I put a camera up in the house.
A camera?
I began to wonder when she was sneaking out of the house and where she planned on going. And that's why I began to look into things a bit closer.
And what the hell has she been up to?
Tomorrow I plan to come see you. If you're fine with that, me and you can talk about this together. Then we can go see what she's been up to together.
Huh? Together?
Your daughter has been going somewhere to meet someone every time she's out. If you're able to understand that for yourself, then you'll be able to sympathize with me on this.
Mom, can you come and see me in the hospital today? Nobody has come to see me yet, and I'm getting lonely. Not even Jerome is planning to come see me today. Isn't he the worst?
I think you're a lot worse than I am.
Huh? Mom? This is you, right?
This would be Jerome.
Jerome? What? This is my mom's number, isn't it?
It sure is. But there's no way you're calling me the worst right now. Why exactly are you trying to make yourself look like the victim?
Why are you replying to me and not my mom? You shouldn't be using my mom's phone, right?
Well, right now I'm with your mom. And just a second ago, her and I met with someone very important.
Why would you and my mom be with one another right now? You guys never said anything to me about meeting up, especially when you haven't even come to see me yet, dear.
I'd invited her out with me. Your mom was wondering if I was cheating on you or not, so I wanted to prove her wrong. And I also planned to show her what you've been doing, so I brought her out with me to give her the best evidence I had.
Why are you acting like I've been doing something wrong? I haven't even done anything, Jerome.
Don't try and play stupid with me.
I don't get what you mean. You're the one that's been messing with me, right? And now even I'm starting to think that you've been cheating on me.
And what made you think that I've been the one cheating on you?
Because you've been coming home late all the time. And you started to act like you don't love me anymore.
The reason I've been making it home later is because I've been meeting with someone.
And that's a woman you're meeting with, right?
What kind of woman do you think I'll be meeting? The people that I've been meeting with have been my lawyer and an investigator.
An investigator?
I've only had time to meet them on my way home from work, so that's why I'd never be home until after 8 p.m.
Why are you meeting with them?
Well, that would be because I'm having them investigate you.
What?
In your case, you're always going out on your own, right? Where the hell have you been going?
I've told you every time that I'm going out to meet someone.
But have you really been meeting those people that you tell me you're gonna see? The person that you told me you've been meeting me most isn't even in the US anymore.
Huh?
Also, Nancy, you've been trying your best to hide when you go out, right?
I've not been trying to hide anything.
Ugh. Actually, I've had a camera in our house installed for the past few months. I knew of every time you left that house while I wasn't around.
A camera? When did you happen to put one of those in?
I then had my investigator go out and find out where you'd head off to all the time. And now, I know everything about you. You've been frequenting another man every time you go out.
He's just a casual friend.
So you just take a casual male friend of yours to the hotel all the time around lunchtime.
You know about that as well?
I told you that I've looked into everything with you. No matter how you try and change the story, I have evidence. And I know that you have in fact been going out with another man. In other words, you've been cheating on me.
Did you meet with him?
Yep, I was just with him a second ago.
When you went out with my mom? You seriously brought her with you? To go meet him?
You're a freaking disgrace of a daughter. Why the hell would you do something so vile?
Mom?
You have no right making yourself out as the victim when you've been the one cheating on your husband. And now I'm starting to really wonder if that baby inside you is really Jerome's or not.
Stop that! This baby is Jerome's.
Well, I've already heard more than enough from your secret man. No matter how you try to hide things from me and Jerome, we already had a whole breakdown of everything from him. The reason you started to feel unwell is because even though you've been pregnant, you go out with him and sleep together to pass the time.
You're wrong, Mom. Please, listen to me. But first, can we all calm down a little?
I'm not wrong about diddly squat. You even kept all of this hidden from your own mother. I had trusted everything you told me, and you made me look like a fool in front of Jerome with everything I yelled at him about. You've embarrassed me for the last time.
That man and me have only been with each other for a little bit, and we plan to break things off here real soon. I never thought you both doubt me enough to look into it.
And what do you think that means to us? Do you think you could finish things with him before the baby was born? What does that mean? You've been cheating on Jerome, and it doesn't matter how long you plan to do it for.
I know that, but...
I don't want to hear any more excuses out of you, Missy. You're going to have to pay for this now, and there's not a dang thing you can do about it.
Are you not going to side with me on this, Mom?
I don't even want to be around you anymore.
Why not? Please just listen to me, Mom. Siding with that jerk is not fair. Mom?
Sorry about that, Nancy. I guess you'll have to talk with me again. Your mom has just told something you want to hear, and that's that she will no longer talk to you. And it seems that the man you were with has said goodbye to you as well.
What did you guys talk about?
Did you know that he's married as well? You're gonna have to pay some major settlements, and I'm gonna make sure to hand in all the evidence. He told me he had tried his best to hide this relation between you two, but his wife soon found out as well.
That prick. Does he think he can just run away from me now?
Well, he seemed like the kind of guy to do that to someone he had no feelings for. I honestly didn't think he'd be able to say goodbye that quickly. Anywho, I'm gonna make sure you pay up for everything you've done this far.
Wait, are you planning to leave me too?
I've been planning on a divorce for a while now.
And that's why you've been so cold to me? You knew that I was cheating on you?
You know the reason why I was so cold to you. Why wouldn't I be that way after you hid all this from me? And even try to blame me? I was so dumb with you, and yet you still try to play dumb by having your mom get involved.
What are we going to do about the baby? It seems like you still doubt it being your baby. I'm sure that this is your baby, Jerome.
Well, if it does turn out to be mine, I'll take it. But I have a very good suspicion that this is in fact not mine. When I learned about how long you and that other guy had been sleeping together for, I knew I couldn't trust it. Well, once we get a test run on the baby, we'll know for sure though.
Are you sure? If it does turn out to be your baby, you'll take it?
But if that does turn out to be the case, you're gonna have to pay child support. I'll make sure to not only get my settlement money from you, but that you continue to pay up every month for the baby.
But if I do that, I won't have any money for myself.
Well, this is on you, so there's nothing else you can do. No matter whose baby it even ends up being, you're still gonna be stuck paying a lot of money. That's the reward you asked for by cheating on me.
If you understand that I don't have the money, though, why do you keep asking for me?
I understand what you've done, and that's why I won't go easy on you. Literally, the moment I knew you'd been cheating on me, I made sure that I'd get my revenge.
Please, don't say such scary things like that. Give me.
I'm so looking forward to when you get out of that hospital. I'll have my lawyer get in touch with you, and the next time we meet, we can all have a wonderful discussion about all of this. You said you wanted to talk about this all in person, right? You should be happy I've agreed to. After that, we immediately made sure to do a DNA test on her baby. Of course, that baby ended up not being mine in the end. Not only would she be paying the settlement I asked for, but she'd be stuck with that baby on her own. Luckily enough, she did end up paying everything I asked for in one payment, but that was only thanks to her borrowing a large amount of money from the bank and putting herself into a hole. Of course, she wouldn't be getting any help from the man that decided to help her make that baby either, so she was on her own for everything. Nancy was able to have a safe birth, but things would begin to get rough after that. Well, none of that has anything to do with me though, so her and I haven't talked to each other since. But there was one day that I got a text from her mom asking me if I knew where her daughter had gone. Apparently, she left with her baby and ran away to hide. And naturally, I had no idea where that idiot could have gone off to. So then, things between me and her mom had ended there. I'm sure that things ended up with Miranda having to care for the baby, while Nancy was never heard from again. Thus until at least a month had passed, and there was some news about her on the TV. She had apparently ran away, out of state to go chase down that man she'd been sleeping with while married to me. She was able to find where he was living, and broke in, threatening him for leaving her to deal with me all by herself or something like that. In the end, though, it turns out that he was not that sane either about what happened, and beat her senseless for breaking in before the police arrived and arrested them both. I'm sure her mom has heard the news of this, but I doubt she's ever gonna bail her out of jail for what she'd done, and it would only be more of a pain having Nancy back at home. As for me, I left the big city and moved into the countryside where I took over the work of my parents. I think life's much better now, having the comfort of nature and my family again.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.